Good afternoon, and welcome to McBean. Scottish Fitness Farms, Prepping and Wildlife. And today, I'm going to join the hundreds and thousands of creators talking about April 8th. Ooh, when a totally predictable and natural event that reoccurs every how many years? It's a long time. Which will cause absolutely nothing onward to happen, except that in parts of the world that fall under the shadow of a full eclipse, we'll get to see darkness during the day. Now, last time, it was a while ago, 10 years maybe, we had one where it got darker, and I had the special glasses, and I got to see a good amount of a partial eclipse. It was pretty cool. So April 8th, a totally predictable event that we knew was coming, which is not going to cause anything different than anything else that would happen on the 9th or the 10th or the 11th is going to happen. I do find it humorous that all these people are trying to tie in other natural events to this natural event. So they're going to have our 17-year-old locust cicadas coming out, which they do in different parts of the country, depending on the cycle they're on. Because different batches come out every 17 years, but they didn't come out all at the same year. But we're going to have quite a few of them coming out this time around. And I remember when I was in Boy Scouts, we were camping out in Messenger Woods, and we woke up to the sound of just millions of these bugs. And they crawled out of the ground, shed their larva husk, and were in the trees. And the birds were having a field day. Now, they're a big bug. They're about that big. And they're cicadas, and they're called the 17-year locusts. So it's probably supposed to have quite a few large groups coming out this year. Yay! Another natural event. But we have a lot of people are saying, well, they're going to fire this thing up. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Well, they would have done that regardless if it would have been a solar eclipse or not. Doesn't really have anything to do with anything. But I am thinking, and if the weather is nice, to start forging a blade in my shed that I've set up. So Saturday, with the help of my son, hopefully, we'll get the forge of it fired up and get it working, and I'll try to make me a blade. And if I ever do hand it down to one of my grandkids or whatever, I can say I made this blade during a solar eclipse. And that's why I named it. I'm going to come up with a name. I've got a few up there. Moon Shadow, Sun Blinder. Kind of trying to throw those around. I might even have it as a pole. Now, I'm not going to be able to forge the blade during that brief time it's passing through. But I thought, if anything, that would motivate me to do so. So now what I'm motivated to do is go to the gym, where I'm going to do shoulders, maybe throw some arms in there. Yesterday I got back in. I had been away from the gym for a couple days for various reasons, all my fault. Been kind of working out some issues that's been plaguing my mind for some time now. Personal issues that will stay personal, but I'm fine. No need for anybody to get worried about me in that. But it did knock my motivation down temporarily. Now I'm going back at it. Why am I going back at it? Because I don't like the alternative. I don't like the alternative of me not being active. I don't like the alternative of letting external or internal forces dictate what I do for my health. I don't like the fact that my mental battles or whatever, that I will allow them to impact my physical health for anything but a brief period of time. We all go through this, and we all do have, it affects our health from time to time, but you have to push through it. And you got to remember what's important. You know, did you stay to your beliefs? Yes, I did. Did you do what you thought was best? Yes, I did. Is it turning out the way you wanted it to? Some things are, some things ain't, such as life. Is life going to go on? Yes, it is. Will I and have I made adjustments? Yes, I have, and I will. Will these adjustments sit there and have the desired effect I want them to have? Probably not. But they'll be made regardless. So, everybody goes through these mental battles, emotional battles, whatever. Some to different extents to others. So I can appreciate them. And the thing of it is you got to finally narrow down to what is important. What you did, you did. Even though what you did, you know was right. And you know you did your best. Some people are not going to appreciate things you do. It's just the way it is. But you got to remember, some people do. So this year I will concentrate on those that appreciate, and I will stop concentrating on those who do not, because you can't change it. That's all I got to say about that. So today's shoulders, probably warm up with the machine, then go on the military press, and then I'll see how much time I have left. How I feel. I still don't have the same energy level that I've had, but I do feel it's starting to return. You know, it may be time for me to go get some blood work done and just kind of see where my testosterone level actually is at. I think right now the workouts are pretty much more just mental fortitude and stubbornness than it is and looking forward to doing it. And I need to kind of analyze why that is. But while I'm analyzing it, I'm going to the gym. Because I know I felt better yesterday after working out than I did on Tuesday when I didn't work out. And that's the one thing you got to remember. Those things that make you feel better, that's the habit you want to get into, that are also good for your health. I'm also looking at, am I going to cut back on the amount of beer I drink? I probably am. I do enjoy my beer, but I'm trying to think, after 2 beers, probably that level of enjoyment just ain't going to get any better. And if I start switching to water, the next day I'll feel much better. So I don't have the same body chemistry I had when I was 20, 21. My my time to recover isn't what it used to be. So you have to make adjustments. I planted my tomatoes and green peppers in the coffee cans. I'm looking forward to them popping up. I can't wait until I can actually start harvesting them. I know I always feel better when I ingest a lot of tomatoes and peppers. Good for you. Problem is, the stuff in the store, I don't know, the time it gets up here up north, they don't look so good. A little wilted, a little dried out, a lot of the flavor gone. I did, talk about the fruits and veggies from, what's that company, Balance of Nature. I didn't really feel any benefit from it at all. So I canceled my subscription on that. What I do feel benefit on is the multivitamin, the vitamin C, the vitamin D, the zinc, the magnesium, the moringa, the arginine. Those I do feel a benefit from. The quercetin, the turmeric. So I keep doing those. And that's why I tell people to research when they go to natural supplements, and then pay attention. Hey, did you feel a difference? If you did, great. If you didn't, and then probably you don't need to keep taking it. I know magnesium is important, but without magnesium, I'm not utilizing vitamin D. And without vitamin D, I'm not utilizing calcium and vitamin K. So they're kind of interconnected. Now, someone asked me at the gym, and I'm going to research this, is, the multivitamin is only about that big of a pill. It does have everything you need, but if you buy them separately, well, then you'll have a handful of pills. And I said, well, I don't know yet. And I was going to research it the other day, but I forgot, so I'm going to research that today. My feeling is maybe there's less filler. Maybe the other ones, they put a filler in there so the pill is of a size that you're not going to lose. I know my iron pill is a teeny little thing. But calcium is a huge pill. So that's interesting. Look, I'm going to do some research. See if I can find an answer. If you have answers or have ideas, post them in comments. I'd be interested in what your thoughts are on that matter. And I'll do some research and take some notes. And kind of talk about that on my drive into the gym tomorrow. Now, a multivitamin can be just about that big, but if you were to buy those vitamins separately, you would have a fistful of tablets. Inquiring minds would like to know. So let's see, everybody's got thoughts on that. So it'll be shoulders. I'll go heavy, but I'm sure I'll go to 185. I got to do my Advanced Dungeons & Dragons first edition. Got to do that one. Once a nerd, always a nerd. And then next week, I'll kick up the weights. Next week, kick up the weights. Probably get around June. I'll be either doing a lifting event and or a discus throwing track and field event. I know Iowa has theirs in June, and I really like going there. It's a nice place to throw. A longer drive than I thought it was going to be. And I'm trying to remember how we did it. I think we stayed in Illinois, right there at the border, and then drove into West Des Moines and then came back. So I'll try to figure out how that's going to go. In July, I got my trip to Wyoming, to Longmire Days, which was a series on TV, which I really enjoyed, and the wife enjoyed. And we wanted to do that in 2020, and we were all set to sign up for it, and then COVID came. I killed that. It also killed going to the Arnold, so I've already hit the Arnold, so now I'll hit that. And then next year I'll actually be competing at the Arnold, so there's bucket list. And bucket list is not something you have to get done, but it's something to look forward to. And I think it helps keep you excited about life. And I think it's important that you look at things you have to do that you haven't done, that some require work, some require training, some just require goals. So remember, everybody, I think I'll do this as a premiere. Everybody to have a very, very good weekend coming up. Remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, have fun. And remember, there are going to be days that you're just not going to feel at the top of your game. But go to the gym,